Okay, so this is going to be the part two. I didn't realize how many items I had until now. And so, with all the items and everything, and now I'm going to get to the newer stuff. And this is kind of what more so made me more excited and kind of like threw me off. And so this is one of the new acrylic plates from the Traeger fan event. And so with the fan event, it was like an anniversary slash like fan event thing. They just made more art and stuff like that for different characters. And of course, the characters that were main front and center in like the main big, they had like a collage, everybody in it was Panty and Stocking. And so I got pretty excited to see them and knowing that they now own them back. And that's kind of what gave me a bit more of excitement and a bit more hope to see them come back, you know. And so, this at first, like I said, I thought it was fake, and then I looked more into it, and turns out it was real, you know. So I was able to grab this and pick it up, and this isn't the base that goes with this. Is one of the generic bases I have, because the main base itself, I have it kind of like stuck into the spot where I have my other acrylic stands, just so that way I have all my acrylic stands in like one place, you know. And so going along with that, here is the like little postcards you could have got. Um, Learning a little bit more, and I guess back in the day in Japan, they would give like special pictures of like celebrities or whoever's like books you're buying, and like the first editions they would give you like the little pictures of them or like little autograph cards and cool little things like that. And so that's why there's a lot of like postcards and like pictures or photos with special books of like authors or whoever's merchandise you're buying, um, in Japan and stuff like that. And so that's why they have a lot of postcards and stuff like that for those people that collect them. And I didn't care too much about them first, but now I'm starting to have a small stack of them, so I'm starting to collect them now, funnily enough. And what's nice is sometimes these little things can be a couple of dollars, $5, $10, or even cheaper than that at times, like dollars, like $1, $2 type deals. And I got this when I bought a couple of other items. And now I'm thinking about it, I have the bag too, and I actually used that as my shopping bag in the car. So I forgot I had that in the car as well. So there's that. And then, of course, to go with that, I also have the shikishi. And I was able to get this autographed. And I think it just looks so amazing. I actually started a whole collection of these two, funnily enough. I think I have like 5 of them signed, and I have a 6th one that I'm trying to get autographed as well by the English voice actors, because I do like the English voice actors and I actually do watch them. And I put these pieces of plastic over them and I just try to make them neat, so that way I don't have to worry about dirt and dust getting on the shikishi itself. So it's nice and protected, and I just freaking love it. This one's one of the ones I have like above my bed, and it's another one of my favorite ones. And this is another new item as well, and it's a pretty dang unique one. And this is one that I kept for myself, and I use it from time to time. And it's a little stamp of Panty. And I think it's something that again it's really cool and unique. And when I have like little notes that I make or like thank you notes and stuff like that, I'll pull this out and I'll give it a little stamp. And I think it's something that for certain people, like they'll think it's like really cool or really unique or something. um it's not something that I use like every single day, just to preserve it, and also just to get a use out of it, because I understand like trying to save everything and keep everything in mint condition is pretty cool, but like giving a little note like that, I think it's just something really special and can like kind of like make somebody's day. I think stuff like that's pretty interesting to me. Okay, and so here we go. I also got the altar figure, whatever. Here we go, altar figure of Panty as well, and I did get it autographed. And this is, I mean, I do love the show a lot, and having Panty was something that I wanted to get later, and something that I really did like and enjoy. Um, this one's one of the distributed ones. That's why it has a freaking sticker on it. And so it's this is a super nice figure, and it is brand new. I know some people don't like it when it's brand new, but I like it being brand new, and it's one of my favorite ones, from of course, my favorite show and everything. And there we go, to minimize glare. You know, and so having that and also having her sister to complete the set was a big must for me. And here we go. My favorite. There we go. My favorite figure by far that I have. And of course it's the altar and it's brand new. The only thing that kind of sucks is the window up here is a bit scuffed. And it is autographed as well. And she is big. You know, I just love the amount of detail on her dress. The little ruffles on the bottom. Her hair. The vividness of her hair. How it's the two different tones is... I just think it's freaking great. A little bit dusty, even though I have her in the case. And I was lucky enough back in high school to buy her, and I was really happy when I got her because this was like the first anime figure I bought. Because I think, yeah, I think this was the first anime figure, to remember correctly, 100%. Was the first figure I bought because I remember I was talking to my friends one day. And I was like, oh, you know, I really like this show. I think it's pretty cool. It's different. And I really like it. And I think stalking is super cool. And I want to get a figure of her. And so I was like, I want to get like the biggest figure you can get. I want to get like the nicest one. And, you know, one of the cool ones or whatever. And so I was like looking around. And at this time, I believe I bought it off Amazon. And this was before Amazon had a bunch of bootleg figures like they do now. It was a bit more easier to find more legit figures. And I believe I bought it for like $80 or maybe under that, you know. And I bought it and waited for it to show up. You know, I was of course scared that it was like a bootleg or something, but you know, at the end of it, it was a legit figure. Has the little hologram on the bottom and everything. And so having the two pair, I bought this one later, like a couple years later. Of course, I paid a bit more, I believe, for this one. But buying this one, I guess I didn't know at the time it like recently came out. So it was fairly new figure, and I kept it in the box. I was like, no, I'm gonna keep this in the box. I'm just gonna keep it. But it's my favorite because I know that there's this one, and there's also the other pair with them when they're doing their transformation dance, which is another really good one to have, and it's one that I still want to go back and try to find. Just been lazy and just get other figures instead because I'm kind of happy with these two. Yeah, if I have money later on, I'll try to buy the transformation one because that one is another really cool figure. But at the moment, I still think these two are my favorite. And I remember one guy was trying to argue with me one day that the transformation, the detail on that one was better than the altar one. But I was like, nah, man, I think the altar one is the best because I love how her dress looks because the ruffles and like, you know, the ruffled sock on the bottom and her hair is just has so much like extra volume. I mean, you could just tell by the box being like a third bigger than the Panty one. I was like, nah, like for me, this is the best one. I love everything about it, and oh man, the smile. I mean, kind of sucks that I don't have it open to fully look at it in fully detail, but just having it and then getting it autographed and having both of them autographed for me was one of the things that I definitely wanted to have for my collection, and something that when I finally have the pair now, it's one of my favorite ones. And I have a couple friends that are fans of the show too, and they always look at them and they think it's pretty cool when they come over and see them. But for the most part, I think that's almost everything I have. Oh yeah, I have the keychain, and unfortunately at work it started to break because it's pretty old. And unfortunately the little charm of stocking fell off. Oh well, it happens. I think that's it. And I have the bag, the eco bag in the car, and maybe like one or two things floating around here somewhere. I know there's anime junk that I have. Oh yeah, I forgot the Daleka doll. I have the Daleka doll of stocking. Uh, let me try to see if I can grab that. Okay, so yeah, I completely forgot about my books and the little Daleka doll that I have. And this one's still brand new as well. It's another cool little item. This is another one that I didn't know that existed until I was looking up random stuff one day. and then I saw it, and I thought it was pretty cool. And it was like really cheap too. I was just surprised how cheap it was. And so I picked it up, and of course it is real Gynax. I do like how Gynax puts the sticker on stuff. Makes things a lot easier. And here is the special little bonus section of Dojin. And Dojin as in fan-made, not what everybody else thinks it means. And so I think this is one of the official like Dojin books by one of the creators of the original show, and this has just concept art for PSG and two other shows. I have no idea what those shows are. I've never seen them. So there's this one, and then here's like the more like coveted like holy one, which is the what's it called? The Cemetery Hills. And this one has, it's like the bridge between season 1 and season 2 that we didn't get, and it has a whole bunch of other little things. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a part of it, but the creator and all those guys from Gynax and them, and of course some of the guys from that went from Gynax to Trigger. This is what they refer to as the official unofficial Dojin, whatever. That bridged the gap between season 1 and season 2. So I'm curious to see if this is going to fall into play, and it's going to be very interesting if they do, because then that means a couple other people are going to show up from other shows, which is I think would be pretty cool, and they could start their whole like universe within their shows that they own and all that good stuff. And so interested to see where this one goes. And super cool book. I'm glad that I finally got this book. I wish I would have got it sooner because it was much cheaper back in the day. And so I think that's everything I got. And like I said, there might be one or two things floating around that I'm forgetting, but I think that's everything that I have just for this show. That's like official, and then the what is official, not official. Kind of zone thing. And so that's all I got. Just wanted to do this quick little, well, sorry, but this little video. Didn't realize how much stuff I had for them, but it's a collection that I do enjoy, and I can't wait to see what more cool stuff they'll bring out. I know Good Smile's been making a lot of stuff for them, and I'm hoping that they do some more cool figures. And so that's all I got for this one, and thanks for watching.